Okay, quick eye exam before we start.
Huh?
Look over that way, if you will.
Wow, what's that?
Oh, that's a Psy challenge marker. The staff scatters these all over the camp to test the students. Every one of these you find advances you a whole rank.
Uh-huh.
Now look up for me, if you will. Some of the old markers have fallen apart. You'll find bits of them flapping around loose. If you find enough of these Psy cards, you can put them together to make a brand new challenge marker. But you have to buy a Psy core at the camp store to hold them together. Keep ranking up, and before you know it, you'll be able to use brand new psychic powers. Stuff you didn't even know you could do.
And then when do I become a Psychonaut? Because I have to do that before my dad shows up to take me home. Hey, where'd he go? That guy looks so familiar.
You finally made it.
It's an honor to finally meet you in person, sir. I thought I recognized you in my dream, but I couldn't be sure. Now that I see you in your element, there's no doubt. You're Ford Cruller, the greatest leader the Psychonauts ever had.
Well, you shouldn't believe everything you read in True Psychic Tales magazine.
What are you doing here at Whispering Rock?
This trading facility is built right smack on top of the largest titanium deposit known to man. It runs under this whole valley and makes this a very critical area for the Psychonauts. So I'm here to look after it, and to make sure you little spoon benders don't kill each other.
What's titanium?
Titanium is a very rare psychoreactive mineral that crashed here on a meteorite hundreds of years ago. It responds to psychic waves, focuses them, amplifies them. It can make psychics more psychic, but it can also make unstable people more unstable. Not everyone can handle that much activity in that part of their brain. It can drive them completely out of their gourd. Gives this valley an interesting history.
I saw you raking leaves. Was that a disguise?
Yes, well, I have many disguises. It helps me keep an eye on you kids wherever you go. Now, when I'm in disguise, I may pretend not to recognize you. Don't blow my cover, okay?
Say no more. Your secret identity is safe with me. So, what mission are you on down here?
Well, from here I can monitor world events, look for signs of psychic terrorism, ripples in the astral plane.
And then fly out and save the day, right? You've got a jet hidden here somewhere, I'll bet.
Well, you know, these days I'm really just more of a dispatcher. I spot the trouble and send out a younger agent, like Mia or Sasha. Or maybe you someday.
What does all this equipment do?
Well, up here, it's all intel. Down that hallway is the observation room. No tests going on in there right now. Maybe later. And beneath us, I have special machines for rebuilding side challenge markers and detangling mental cobwebs. You should go familiarize yourself with those. They'll come in pretty handy for you.
What does all this equipment do?
Well, up here, it's all intel. Down that hallway is but you should go.
I'd better go. Lots of work to do.
Good luck, Rasputin.
Thanks. I'll need it.
Don't worry, I'll be right here with you, inside your head.
My head?
Yep, I want to keep my eye on you, son, so I'm going to be a psychic stowaway inside your noggin. If you ever want to make me appear, you can do it with this special device.
Is that a piece of bacon?
Oh, yeah, I just love bacon. I smell that stuff and I can't help it. I drop everything and come running.
Okay. Do you have like a little baggie or something I could put this in?
You get a move on or I'll eat that right here. Now don't go pulling that out when I'm physically nearby, or I'm telling you I'm gonna eat it.
Hey, Sasha gave me this button and told me to come see him for special training.
And what? Sewing? Now, before you go electrocuting yourself, let me tell you how these babies work. Now, this beauty here is a mental cobweb detangler.
Oh, I know what those are. Mental cobwebs are...
You see, when an area of your psyche is neglected for too long, mental cobwebs form. Now, up in the camp store, they sell a very special device known as a mental cobweb duster. You can take a projection of it into the mental world with you and use it to extract any cobwebs you find. The duster stores the cobweb's psychic energy on the real world side. So, you can take what you collect back here, hook it up to the loom, and weave that tangled mess into something useful, like a card from a side challenge marker, which brings us to this fella over here. You put 9 Psy cards into this guy, along with 1 Psy core, also sold in the company store for a nominal fee, and it will kick out a bona fide Psy challenge marker, which will earn you a promotion to a higher rank. Rank up enough, you'll earn new psychic abilities. You got it?
Put my mental cobwebs in there, and my Psy cards and cores in there, and soon I'll be able to burn stuff.
Yep, basically. Have fun.
Ford said that I can use this machine to turn pine needles into delicious taffy.
I said it turns mental cobwebs into Psy cards.
Just testing your hearing.
But you gotta buy a cobweb duster at the camp store first.
Yeah.
Ah, don't you yeah me.
Man, he's like a little bat.
Bat your head in, punk.
Before I use this machine, I have to go to the camp store and buy some delicious taffy.
A mental cobweb duster.
A mental cobweb duster.
You break that equipment and I'll weave you into something useful, like a rug. Son, I will teleport you deep into that solid rock over there. You don't knock that off.
Sasha says I need to learn how to fight better.
You want to teach you advanced combat? On your first day?
Yeah. I had a vision with a huge monster with yellow eyes and a big mouth full of gnashing teeth.
Did it happen to spit anything at you?
Yeah. I think it was like an old diving helmet or something.
I see. Yes, well, we'd better get you armed.
Why? What's happening?
Nothing. Prepare your mind. That's the motto of the Psychonauts. Here, this is a marksmanship learner's permit. It will only work when you're in Sash's mind. Once you complete his shooting range, you'll get the real merit badge and you can Psy-blast anywhere you want.
Thanks. Psy-blast?
Oh, you'll find out. Now get going. We can't have the camp overrun with big-eyed garbage-spitting monsters, can we?
No, sir.
In recognition of your hard work, dedication, and mental agility, I'm proud to bestow upon you the official merit badge for pyrokinesis.
Cool. I can't wait to burn Hey, what are we doing here?
Inside your mind? Well, I thought you'd like to be in a familiar place for your first pyrokinesis lesson.
Lesson?
Shh, now think of something you'd like to burn. Ah, yes, I heard you were raised in the circus. But why would you want to burn all these happy memories here?
If they were happy memories, I wouldn't have run away. My dad, he hates psychics, and he knew I was becoming one. So all day long he would force me to practice my acrobatics, hoping to distract me, or maybe hoping to kill me. I never was sure.
Now why are you still talking when you could be burning stuff? Great! Now, burn the rest. Think. You're getting warmer. Keep going. Burn. Ooh, it's getting hot in here. Rasputin, lock your mental focus on this last one and hold it while you use your pyrokinesis power. Think heat. Excellent work.
Fire is pretty.
Okay, that's the end of the lesson. You're free to go, but you have to promise me, only use your power of pyrokinesis only when it's very, very important, or it's really, really entertaining.
I promise.
And if you're doing it to impress girls, make sure none of them have on a lot of hairspray. In recognition of your hard work, dedication, and mental agility, I'm proud to bestow upon you the official merit badge for Telekinesis. With telekinesis, we can use our minds to grasp an object and then throw it. Go ahead, try it yourself. Yes. Now, when you've chosen your destination, throw it. Oh, good throw. Now, let's see if you can make it through the hoop.
You sound like my dad.
Hey, I've been thinking about that. Why'd that guy hate psychics so much? What did we ever do to him?
Well, psychics killed his whole family. Cursed them and all their descendants to die in water.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Talk about baggage.
tell me about it. And the weird thing is, I'm pretty sure he's actually psychic himself.
Ha! Cuckoo! Well, you can work on him when you get home. For now. Oops. Very nice. Now, set me down easy and go pick up something that won't blow up your head if you make it mad. Oh, great shot. Let's see you do that again. Come on, bingo! Okay, last one. Now, let me show you something. Pick that trash can up and aim your toss at the side of the caravan. Kablooey! Throwing something against a wall is a little more destructive than tossing it around on the ground, isn't it? Oh no! Another one of my sensors! Now how'd that get in here? Looks like we're in luck. He doesn't see you yet. Why don't you smash him on the head with that handy trash can? Come on! Use telekinesis to pick up the trash can and throw it at that sensor. Come on! Bullseye!
Looks like the trash took him out.
Next lesson, we'll work on your snappy one-liners. In recognition of your hard work, dedication, and mental agility, I'm proud to bestow upon you the official merit badge for invisibility. Okay, let's play a game. Look out! Another sensor! Oh no, you're out of ammo!
No, I'm not.
You are now! Here are the rules. Take this guy out, but if he sees you at all, you lose. Go get him! Okay, let me repeat myself. Here are the rules. Take this guy out, but if he sees you at all, you lose. Go get him! Hey, where'd he go? Oh, well done. That's the power of invisibility. I think I've heard the kids around camp refer to this technique as silent but deadly. What are you doing here? You said that girl was waiting for you down by the water. That's lungfish territory, boy. Go and get her. Rasputin, come up here. There's something you should see. You're the only one left, son. Can't even make a connection with Sasha or Mia right now for some reason.
Sasha said he had some official Psychonauts business.
Impossible. I would know it if they did. No, something's happened to them. Rasputin, listen. You're the only one who can stop Oleander now.
What about you?
I can't leave this cave, Rasputin. Not as the Ford Cruller you know.
What? Why?
Years ago, I was in a terrible psychic duel that left me barely alive.
Yeah, I read about that. They said your psyche was shattered, that you lost your mind. But you seem fine to me.
Yes, when I'm down here near the Psytanium mother lode. The concentrated power of the Psytanium pulls my thoughts together, keeps me like my old self. But if I leave this sanctuary, my psyche becomes disjointed, and I fall into one of my other personalities, with no memory of who I really am. I'd be no use to you unless you needed something raked or mopped.
Well, you can call headquarters and get help.
The Psychonauts won't listen to me. They wrote me off as a loon years ago. That's why Sasha and Mia have to take on all my missions. Headquarters doesn't know I'm the one behind the assignment, so they'd never get approved. But Sasha and Mia seem to be out of commission now. You have to be my field agent, Rasputin. Are you ready?
No, not yet.
How about now?
Yes.
Good. You have to find where that monster took the girl. And if you locate any of the other children's brains along the way, bring them back to me for recranialization. Understand?
Ew. I mean, yes, sir.
Well, the good thing about you finding that kid's brain, besides the whole thinking and feeling they'll be able to do now, is that they will be adding their subconscious mental attention to your quest, and their energy will increase your mental health potential.
That sounds great. But is the surgery going to be dangerous?
Nothing's dangerous when you have the right tools. Messy, yes, but not dangerous. Nah. The rest of camp is off limits until you have a basic braining merit badge. Now get! Whoa there, you. Come here, you. Can't do the scavenger hunt without a list. Report back to me when you have enough items for your first promotion. Now get!
So where do I... Hey, where'd he go? How does that old guy get around so fast? Excuse me.
I told you them burgers ain't ready.
No you didn't.
The coals ain't hot. They're not gonna be done for a while. Maybe a week.
A week?
They're back-ordered. I'm the only one back here. These things take time.
I don't even want a hamburger.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? So, what do you want?
Hey, where's my hamburger?
I told you.
Just kidding. I just want to buy stuff.
Don't push me, Sonny. I can reach you with this spatula. Die! How'd you like to be branded with a hot spatula, eh? Ow! I will take out your intestines, fry them into hash browns, and sew them back into your body before you ever get the chance to try that again. Ow! I'll flip you like a half-done burger, boy.
What can I buy with this button?
We only take arrowheads here, kid. 100% pure titanium arrowheads, squeezed from the ground like magical pimples popped out of Mother Earth's own back.
Ew. Hey, Mr. Cruller, can I take out a canoe?
Mr. Who? You will call me Admiral, son. No, you can't charter a vessel. Not without an oarsman's badge.
Excuse me, Admiral?
Eh?
Where can I get an oarsman's badge? I'd really like to take out a canoe.
Gotta get it from one of the official camp counselors. I can't have just anybody in my fleet.
Okay, here's my oarsman's badge.
I'm not that blind, you little rat. Now beat it until you get the real thing. Ow! I'll make a canoe out of your hide if you try that one more time. I will sink you so deep in that lake no dredge crew would ever find you. I will take one of these paddles to your psychic behind if you don't knock that off. Okay, that's funny. Now put me down. An eager one. Eager to learn, I wonder, or just eager to play?
Sir, I am here to learn, sir.
You're here to train hard?
Yes, sir.
Develop a skill?
Yes, sir.
To become part of a noble team?
Yes.
Yes. To become
Yes.
a janitor?
No. What? I'm here to be a psychonaut.
The brainy jub-jub goes on upstairs. Down here it's pushing brooms, not bending spoons.
Hey, Mr. Cruller, do you know where Sasha Nine's lab is?
What? Huh? Secret underground lab? I don't have a secret underground lab. That's hobgoblin. Now beat it. Get! Now stop staring at my mops.
So, you don't know where Sasha's lab is?
I told you I ain't got no secret lab. Oh, that German fella. Oh, he's dug in under the GPC over there.
Where did you...
Under the GPC. Maybe it's your ears I should be mopping. Hey, I should wring you out like a wet mop. Eager to get whacked on the head with a broom handle too, I see. Guy, if I wasn't the one who'd have to clean it up, I'd mash you into a puddle of goo.
This mean anything to you?
Ah, yes.
So
red buttons on your underwear.
what does that mean? How will that help me find Sasha's lab?
How the heck do I know? Just one of those things us old people like to say.
Excuse me, Mr. Ranger, but I'm looking for Sasha Nine's lab.
Well, now, even if I knew where it was, and if it were down here, and even if you were very, very close to it right now, you shouldn't be poking around here. This forest is off limits. Now get!
Hey, do you know where this button belongs?
I know where it doesn't belong. It doesn't belong here in these off-limit woods. Just like you. Now get... Oh, wait. Now, that's from the GPC. It does belong down here in these off-limit woods. Now, but you don't. So get! Ow! I know places in these woods I could hide a body so nobody would find it ever. I will burn you like a pile of autumn leaves if you do that again. I will wither you into a neckerchief holder in 2 seconds, you hear me?
Hey, wanna see me shoot something?
You want to see me wring your neck like a mop?
No.
Ah, dang.
Looks like you got that little patch of dirt pretty well raked.
Shush! I'm looking for my contact lens.
Mr. Cruller?
Ah, so you're finally ready to begin your janitor training.
Almost. But as a practice for that, I'm learning levitation.
Now, you go take a canoe out to that pretty lady in the lake if you want to start flying around like a crazy person. The only thing I use bubbles for here is mopping.
Hey, after I learn levitation, I could maybe help you get up to higher places to clean.
Now that's the first sensible thing you've said all day.
Excuse me, Mr. Ranger, but I'm looking for Mia Vodello's levitation class.
She teaches out on the docks in the sunshine where young kids should be spending their summers, not here in the forests, which, have I mentioned, are off limits. Now get!
Check it out, Admiral. I'm an oarsman, first class.
Hey, it looks like all those weeks in the canoe simulator really paid off.
Yes, sir, Admiral, sir.
Well, let's get you afloat. Finest of the fleet.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
That lake isn't as peaceful or as harmless as she looks. Now, don't take her out too far.
Admiral, where's that canoe again?
You can't find the ship, eh? Well, you're not off to a promising start, seaman. It's right outside. You can't miss it. Well, most people couldn't miss it.
Admiral Cruller, that canoe, are you in love with it?
What? No, I'm just checking it for psychic residue. Some kind of fish has been tearing holes in our canoes. I'm trying to pick up its scent. Ah, don't worry now, baby. Nobody's ever gonna hurt you again. I promise.
Hey, I can levitate. Want to see my merit badge?
That's great. You can just float up on out of this forest then. Because the forest, it's off limits. Now get!
Hey, Mr. Cruller, I'm a trained levitator now. You have to admit that would come in handy to clean those high-up type places.
I could go up to the store on the main lodge and buy a cobweb duster that would do the same thing. Levitation. I'd give him that dang learner's permit. I didn't train you in that so you could set me on fire. Now knock it off. Very nice. Now set me down easy and go pick up something that won't blow up your head if you make it mad. What? No, I have to flip the burgers. No, mop the rig. My canoes! Oh no, the attacks are starting even in here. Have to get a bigger titanium boulder under the glass. Oh, I told you them burgers ain't ready. Oh, This part of the forest is off limits. Now get. Oh, you will call me Admiral, Sonny. Oh, stop staring at my maps.
Hey, check it out. I'm halfway done with the scavenger hunt.
Holy smokes, look at that. Well then, here's the first half of your reward. Now don't be lazy. Finish that list. Get!
Ta-da! I'm done. I completed the whole scavenger hunt.
Great Odin's rake! I don't think anyone's ever done the whole thing before. Well, hold still. This might hurt.
That felt good.
Congratulations. Now get! Hey, that white room.
I know. It's from Oleander's mind. I think I was in the coach's dream that whole time. Ever since I stepped through the static in the caravan, it felt funny. I knew I wasn't obsessed with meat.
But Maury is. And was stealing psychic brains to arm a fleet of deadly tanks, apparently.
I've got to tell Lily. She's waiting for me down by the boathouse.
Down by the water? Uh-oh. Better hurry. Let's get him!
I can't. I can't swim.
Well, then use the bathysphere at the end of the dock. Quick! While the flipper prints are still glowing.
Are you coming? I don't know how to drive that thing.
I can't. I have to, check on the other children. Yes. If the brains are out, they'll need supervision. And possibly refrigeration. And how can you not know how to operate a bathysphere? Haven't you ever been to a summer camp before? Now get a move on before that girl gets overly digested. Oh, poor little thing.
That poor little thing just tried to kill me about 8 different ways.
Well, that's not its fault. This was once just a normal-sized lungfish, minding its own business in a mucus-lined air bubble beneath a semi-dry lake bed. But judging by the work done on it, I suspect Maury has mutated it, accelerated its growth, and has placed an implant in its brain to make it do his evil bidding.
Whoa. Poor little thing.
Yeah, go inside there and try to smash the implant. Use the psycho portal I saw you steal from Sasha's lab.
Oh, yeah. That works on big scary monsters?
Oh, monster schmonster. That thing's more afraid of you than you are of it. Now get in there!
Yes! I got a brain.
Finally! Now your ears won't whistle so much when the wind blows.
No, I meant I recovered a stolen brain.
Oh, I know what you meant. Sheesh! You and Sasha. No sense of humor when you're on a mission, hmm? Well, are you gonna come back here so we can recranialize that noodle while it's still al dente?
I'd like you to meet Mr. Pokelope.
And I'm glad to see you made some new friends after all your old ones got the brains sucked out. Listen, you gotta help. You gotta kill me, son. I can't take the cheering anymore.
I'm sorry I put their brains back. Maybe a bear will get them soon.
Maybe. If not, you gotta find my drain cleaner and pour it down my throat, okay?
Mr. Cruller, there's a big mess you gotta help me clean up.
Really? Where? I'll get the jet.
People are missing, kids' brains have been stolen, Coach Oleander is trying to take over the world.
Ah, psst, not my kind of mess.
Won't you help?
I'm a janitor. Let me know when somebody drops a carton of eggs or something. Hello, Mr. Pokelope. And don't crap on my floor. I just mop.
Mr. Cruller, you gotta help. Kids are getting kidnapped and everyone's missing, and their brains are stolen. And I think the coach is trying to take over the world with psychically armed death tanks.
Well, now, you see what happens when you go to parts of the forest that are off limits?
Won't you help?
I'm a ranger. I got enough problems wrangling these leaves. Now get!
I'd like you to meet Mr. Pokelope.
Hello, Mr. Pokelope. Could you please tell your friend that these woods are off limits?
People are missing, kids' brains have been stolen, Coach Oleander is trying to take over the world. Won't you help?
Ah, yes, the world's a crazy place, son, but don't worry. The canoes are safe.
I'd like you to meet Mr. Pokelope.
Greetings, Mr. Pokelope. Stay away from the canoes, and we won't have any problems. Understand?
Agent Cruller, do you have any advice on the current situation?
Well, if you're up for some experimental training, you should go see Sashi in his lab, under the GPC. Should be marked on your map. Looks like you need some better firepower. Better come see me in my lab for your marksmanship merit badge. Go take Sash's marksmanship training. Why else did I give you that learner's permit? Why don't you just do what Sasha said? Listen to your teacher, young man. Well, you might get your merit badge a little faster if you turn up the sensor output all the way. Gotta find all those leaks that are squirting out sensors and take 'em out. And when you're fighting these guys, don't forget to lock your mental focus on them for accuracy. Those little sensors seem to be restoring the big guy's health. You gotta shut down the leaks the little sensors are coming out of. Take the big guy out. Don't forget to hold mental focus while you're blasting. Locking focus on him will also make it easier to circle around and get behind him. Well, now that your mind is a deadly weapon, why not go teach that garbage spitter a lesson? The one in your vision, not Sasha. Keep after that bunny. Watch out for those killer plants. You can't hurt them when they're all coiled up. Stay on the ground if you want to fight, but you could probably avoid some of it if you took the higher route. We gotta get up to the top of that vine tower. Hey, looks like you're ready to take on a new psychic power. Ready to come back and get your new merit badge?
No, not yet.
Alrighty then. Well, it's about time you got some levitation instruction. Go take a canoe out to see Agent Vidello. She's teaching class right now. Do whatever Mia says, young man. You're in her classroom now.
Can I change the color of my levitation ball?
Like, say, to what?
Okay.
Hope that makes you feel pretty. You can rank up if you collect more figments, sort more emotional baggage, or collect more mental cobwebs. I'm a little worried about your foil-headed friend. And now, he's not alone.
What do you mean?
I mean, more and more kids are acting just like him, sitting inside on such a nice day, watching TV up in the lodge. I'm afraid something very wrong is going on. Better get back to that vision you had in the brain tumbler and use your levitation to get a closer look. You can hide behind those pillars to break his target locking on you. Wait until he rears up to charge and then blast him in his soft pink underbelly. And then, when he's upside down, get him! Hey, why don't you just take a little nibble of that and see if I can taste it too? Why are you just standing here when you should be running down to the lake to make sure your girlfriend isn't being kidnapped by the monster that lives in the water?
Hey, we are just good friends.
Oh, well, that changes everything. Just let her get eaten then.
Hey, how can you be over there and in my ear at the same time?
Shh! You're blowing my cover. That part of my mind is running an undercover operation, while another part of my mind is projecting itself into your head here.
Wow! You can do all that stuff at once?
Well, you could say my brain is multifaceted. Now then, maybe if you were a higher rank, you could get some psi powers that could help you out. Delicious! Get to the end of the docks and get in that bathysphere quick, before that fish gets away. Dodge that garbage it's spitting out. And when it's sucking it back up, bust open one of those nail boxes and see how it likes the taste of those. Take that little door you found in Sasha's lab and use it on the monster. We have to get in its head if we're going to find out where it took the girl. Well, if I were a monster 50 stories high, I'd probably start smashing stuff. Your psi shield would protect you in that tunnel, and maybe even do some damage to the emitters. If you pay attention to this guy's actions, you can tell how he's about to attack. Wait for him to let down his shield and then attack. And don't forget to use your own shield. We're by the old abandoned insane asylum. I'll bet Oleander has his headquarters up inside. And keep your eyes peeled for stolen brains. The thief might have dropped some along the way. I bet those crows can see where some of them are. Go into this guard's mind and see if you can find a way to make him open the gate. Open the fridge, like he said. Use your clairvoyance power on that loony. I'd like to see what color the sky is in his world. Let's go to the graveyard. We have to find a way through the sewers to the book depository. Looks like they got a sniper. If you time it right, your shield should get you through there. Use your clairvoyance on one of those helicopters, and we'll be able to search for the milkman from the air. The telephone would be a good disguise for getting up to those phone company wires. You ever played doorbell ditch? Let's make sure we're out of sight before she makes it to the door. And when she opens it, take her out. Shoot those exploding cookie boxes. And turn on your shield when you see her throwing stuff at you. You can't see in the dark, but she can. Clairvoyance will let you see what she sees. Let's find a way into that asylum. Let's go back to the dressing rooms and see if we can't get this Bonita person to take the stage. Somewhere in that storage room is a candle that we need. Let's put this candle in that spotlight so the show can begin. I wonder if those prop doors on the set really work. I bet if you punch that strange spotlight with the faces on it, you could change what's going on stage. Well, I think you should go talk to that blowhard up in the balcony and give him a piece of your mind and see if he knows anything. Those spotlights couldn't find you if you were invisible. Let's float up to the catwalks and blind him with those spotlights so he'll let down his guard. Zigzag on the way up to avoid the fat man's attacks. We have to get by that creepy guard and take the elevator upstairs. I'll bet that's where Oleander has the girl. Maybe you could make some kind of a disguise. If I were there, I would use telekinesis to move the game pieces around. Well, we'll never get our troops over that river while the bridge is out. We need to get a carpenter to fix it. We gotta go through that building over there and find that guy's musket. You can't win a war without soldiers. Let's go see if we can sign up a standing army. Okay, we just gotta get that drawbridge down and get a hearty knight to storm Napoleon's stronghold, and we'll win. We gotta get some fancy food for that fat guy to eat.
You didn't even see him. How do you know he's fat?
He sounds fat. Buy all the paintings you can and look for hooks to hang him on. And for crying out loud, stay off the street! Oh, you can't outrun that bull. You're gonna have to sneak around on side streets. Maybe you can hide out in a window if those ladies don't see you coming. Man, get those spears out of Edgar's back. What kind of friend are you? And see if you can confuse that matador. Try to shoot those rats before they get too close. Keep moving up. We gotta get to the top. Oh, watch out for that guard, Crow. I'll bet he might not be too alert if you smacked him with a confusion grenade. Let's give this turtle back to that sad girl with the oven mitts on. We need to free the turtle hostage. Perhaps that chocolate cake could be deployed in a rescue capacity. Use telekinesis to put that little turtle's brain in that tank's cockpit. Let's help Sasha and Mia blast your girlfriend out of that chair. Follow that kid. Don't let him get hurt while your brains are connected. Use your TK to grab those bunnies, or try confusing them. Next time his cleaver gets stuck in the ground, run up his arm and punch him in his fat head. Listen to your father. Keep moving, or you're going to drown. Okay, do not run up the flaming arms. Try TKing some of your dad's flaming clubs into the butcher. And then if he ends up, say, curled up in agony, then you can punch him in his fat head.
Agent Cruller, do you have any advice on the current situation?
Yeah, put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye. Hang on to that power your dad gave you, because it's the only chance we've got.
Need your analysis on a hostel.
What kind?
Did you know that this camp has a bear problem?
Oh, not just any bears, but bears that have been mutated by Psychonium. Now they know telekinesis. When you see that TK claw come out, you have to dodge it quick. And blast those bears from a distance, or set the tails on fire.
Have you ever seen a plant with eyes and teeth?
Oh yeah, the kind that's impervious to attack when it's curled up? Hate those. You gotta walk up just close enough to wake 'em up, and then blast 'em real quick.
How do you fight sensors?
Anything works on those guys. You can punch 'em, blast 'em. It's fun to set fire to them or confuse 'em too. Pick 'em up with TK and throw 'em. Make yourself invisible and sneak up on 'em. Lots of fun, those guys.
What about those sensors that shoot stuff?
Oh, you gotta grab those guys with your mental focus lock. Then you can jump left or right to avoid their shots while blasting them from a distance.
What if there's like a million tiny sensors all over you?
Ah, the palm bomb. Just jump up in the air and then punch. You'll come down so hard those little guys just pop like popcorn.
What do you do when you hear a cougar?
You go invisible quick. Those mutant cougars can fire start at quite a distance, but they can't burn what they can't see. And also, if you pick 'em up with TK, you can actually distract them for a little bit and use that to your advantage.
The crayfish in the lake are bigger than what we got back home.
That's the titanium in the water. Makes a lot of the animals around here a little different. At least those crayfish are fun to punch.
Have you ever been grabbed by a suckerfish?
Oh, they can give you a nasty hickey. But if you jump twice and spin, you might be able to shake 'em off a little quicker.
In Lungfishopolis, I'm really big, but there are these tanks.
Do what any self-respecting monster would do. Pick 'em up, throw 'em at something. Boom! Ha, but if you're surrounded, don't forget your shield, and try to time it right.
Were you watching those electro trucks?
Yeah, run away. That's my advice there. Side blast 'em from a distance, or run around the side of them and smack 'em with your monster claw.
What about a really big turret with shots you couldn't dodge?
Shield. After your enemy takes a shot, advance. When you see them about to shoot again, shield up. Get real close that way, and you can take any shot you want.
Airplanes can be a pain, can't they?
Well, you got a shield until you see an opening, and then side blast them out of the sky.
What about those creepy guys who pull you underground?
Oh, be careful with people's nightmares, son. They'll pull you into their nightmare world and never let go. You gotta feed them some of their own medicine. Avoid their grab attacks and try to hurt them to the point that they split open. And then grab any chunks of their victims that you can find. Use TK to throw them into the gaping hole, and that should choke up its system. When it turns to glass, you can shatter it with one good punch.
There are these mean little harpies in Gloria's mind.
Shoot! Shoot 'em! Blast 'em in the head! We're trying to save the world here, not start an aviary.
I've got these little thistle girls attacking me.
They're only invulnerable when they're spinning. But if you can't wait, try fire.
These hellhounds keep setting me on fire.
Now, if a dog did that to me, I'd shoot it from a distance with my psi blast.
What about the really big, burly sensors?
It's best if they can't see you, so go invisible when they come around. Or burn them, or hit them with a confusion grenade if you're going for entertainment value.
How would you kill a really big walking snail with a cannon?
Well, remember, you can tumble fast when you're using your mental focus. That should help you avoid the cannonballs. And when you get up close, punch 'em. And when they're all sealed up like a pill bug, light the fuse on their head and see what happens when that cannon goes off inside their armor. And when you're tired of that, pick 'em up with TK and throw 'em in the water. Snails can't swim.
Tiger wrestler's got a mean pounce.
Yeah, but it's not so mean if you shield at the right moment. And if you're invisible, then he's just out of luck.
That dragon wrestler has this roar that glues me to the floor.
That's the thing. You gotta be off the floor when that happens. As soon as he starts to let out a roar, you jump as high as you can and sigh float. Then he can't get you.
That cobra wrestler resists attacks.
Yeah, that concentration yap he's given don't mean a thing if you can hit him with a nice confusion grenade. While he's trying to remember his name, he's vulnerable.
2 words. Caca.
Well, I mean, that's really one word, isn't it?
How are you spelling it?
C-A-hyphen-C-A-W.
Oh, well, if you're gonna use a hyphen, I mean...
It's a hyphenated word. One hyphenated word. Like, half-wit.
Look, are you...
Watch his shadow, and when you see him coming down, turn on your shield for a real back-breaking landing.
Back-breaking. 2 words. Have you ever been confused by a rat?
All the time until I figured out that if you fire start them, they don't set off a cloud of confusion.
Hellish bunnies spewed forth from meat grinders? Ring a bell?
At this point, I just say beat the heck out of them. Something like that shouldn't even exist.
How do I kill that armless guy with the swords in his mouth?
Hi, youth. I remember the first time I asked that very question. You can't kill something like that, but you might be able to use his weapons to your own advantage. Once his swords go into the wall, I'll bet you could swing on them in that way you do so well.
Surrender! Never!
Psychonauts have a word for people who turn on their own.
Ha! I don't need the Psychonauts anymore. I'm making my own army. Got a word for that?
Yeah. Gesundheit!
Wow. Wow. Hey, that was my fight. I was ready for that one.
Always in such a rush, Rasputin. It takes years before you're ready for combat of that magnitude.
Well, you'd be surprised, 9. This one's been acing all my extra credit exams. things.
I beat the coach once already, and I can do it again.
Darling, that was just a remote projection of the coach. He wasn't as strong as he would be if he were to appear in the real world.
TV? TV?
Where's his brain?
Oh, probably stuck in one of his plans to take over the world somewhere.
But this camp is all about education. And I know I, for one, learned plenty. Thanks to that guy right there. Come on up here, Raz.
We endeavor to build strong minds here, with the power to lift things, to see things, to burn things. But it's a special quality of your heart, not your mind, that truly makes a great Psychonaut. This young man has it. We did not give it to him. He got it from someone else, long before he came here. But we can give him this, to honor his mind, his courage, and his heart. Son, we do not normally ask this of someone so young, but it is obvious to us all that you are not average. Will you join us, Rasputin? Will you be a Psychonaut?
Okay, let's be perfectly clear about this. That was the best summer of my whole entire life.
Hey, the summer's not over yet. We can hang out for a couple of weeks still.
My family's out on the East Coast. Where's yours?
They move around a lot.
Well, you'd better go. Your dad's waiting for you.
Well...
Bye.
Children, it's an emergency. There's been another kidnapping.
I was here the whole time. You saw me.
No, this time we know who it is, and that's what scares us.
Who was kidnapped?
Truman Zanotto, the grand head of the Psychonauts.
Dad!
Sir, can you teleport this many of us back to headquarters?
Huh? What? Hey, what are all you people doing in my kitchen? Now get!
Guess we're taking the jet.
Don't worry about your dad, darling. We'll get him back.
Yes, after all, we'll have Rasputin helping us.
I'm going?
Now how could we do this without our anti-kidnapping specialist?
I've taught you everything I can, son. Now, you go show them. Show them all.
Let's go.